Hi guys, it's Sarah. I am actually just sitting here drinking some coffee. Seth and I just had some chocolate Shakeology waffles for breakfast with some farmer's market cherry puree on top, and that was kind of fun and different for us. So I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee, and I was scrolling through Facebook and checking everybody's pictures out and seeing what people are up to today and stuff. I love to see what's going on in other people's lives, what they're doing and what they're out there, and what their days are consisting of. But and I know that it's hard for a lot of people because Tuesdays are a work day, and I get that because that was once the same for me. And Justin's working too. I mean, well, he's sleeping right now because he's on nights, but we are working our way towards something else. We're not just working for the weekend, and we're not just working until we retire. We do have a plan right now, and we are in motion of making our plans become reality. And I think that's really important for people is they need to start making plans that are reality. They can't just keep planning. If you just plan and never actually act on your plans, then nothing ever comes from those things. And it's really sad because there's a reason why you want to have those plans. And no one wants to work the 9 to 5 or whatever shift work or crap work for the rest of their life. Um, but that's what a lot of us get caught up doing, and it sucks. And what happens is we get used to that routine and we make it our life because you don't have a choice because it almost becomes so this like so repetitive that it becomes your lifestyle, and you don't even you don't want it, you don't mean it to. It just that is your work becomes your life, and that's not the way it's supposed to be unless you love your work. But your work is supposed to become a part of your life. It's not supposed to be your life. So if you're working 9 to 5 or 12-hour shifts, or like my husband usually away from the home for 12 to 14 days at a time, and you're not enjoying what you're doing, then your work is not in your life. Your life is your work. And I mean, it's good for a philosopher and stuff to, look back on the words they said and stuff, but there's a reason we look back on those words and we share them. It's because they're telling us not to do those things. They're telling us to get out there and live a little bit. And it's okay to share them to kind of motivate other people and inspire other people, but the difference is has it motivated you and has it inspired you to actually make a change and to act on what you're preaching? And that was my post of the day about practice what you preach. um, yes, I preach health and nutrition. We practice that. We live that. But there's so many people that share posts and memes and stuff like that, which are great to read, and they're like, oh yeah, and we like them. But are, are you actually following what you're preaching? You're putting out those things in the world to tell people to go do those things, but are you doing them yourselves? So don't do that, please. It's kind of rude.
Now you want to show.
No, I told you. I'm on a video. Don't be rude. Um, but that's just it. It's whether or not you're practicing what you are actually telling the world to do themselves. And like I said, you can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to wait. You don't have to sit there doing the 9 to 5 hoping and praying that you win the lottery or that something else will happen. Make it happen. If you have an idea, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, make it happen. If you need financing, figure it out. There's tons of grants out there. There's tons of things that you can take and do and make something from. Yes, sometimes you go back a little bit. It sucks to kind of step back, but that's why we call it like the cha-cha, because sometimes you have to take the step back to take a step forward, and those step backs aren't a bad thing. It's called we call them failing forward, because we all fail, and sometimes we come to these points in our lives that we have to reassess things and we need to change. And if we don't change, your lights don't shine. Like, your spark is gone. You faded out. And it's not that it's not there, it's just that you dimmed it so much and you beat it down so much because you don't have a choice. You don't have time to think about those things anymore, and they don't have the ability to actually get up and move, which you do. You have all the abilities to do the things you want to do. It's you have to tell your mind whether or not you want to do it. And the thing is, it's easy. It's easy for us to say, oh, tomorrow, or maybe later, or you can't do that, or I can't do that. But the thing is, you can. You just need to tell yourself that you can, and that's the biggest problem is our self-esteem. We have the lowest self-esteem in ourselves. We look at ourselves so negatively for some reason. Society maybe has told us that over the years, that we're not capable or we're not able to, or this is the way it's supposed to be. One of the girls that one of the leader ladies that I follow, Emily Fisher, her group is the unconventional life. And the unconventional life works for many of us. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to do what this model role has put out for us. We don't have to do those things. And the day that we start realizing that we don't have to, and we stop doing those things and promoting those things and telling other people that they have to be that way, then everything will start changing and people will start being happier. Can you imagine a world where everyone was working the job they wanted to do, where everyone was not in a job but in their career field, enjoying going to work every morning, socializing, creating, promoting, delegating, and actually implementing and succeeding? Can you imagine? And it's not about money. Money is great. I mean, the thing is, it's not about money, but we do need money. And it's not because we want it or we have to have it for our wants, but we need money for necessities because we have set our world up that way. We have set our world up that we cannot make do without it. I mean, there are people that do. I live in Grand Prairie, Alberta, and we have Hutterite and Mennonite colonies here, and they succeed. I mean, they've become a part of the modern day society too, where they're working in our like businesses and stuff too, or in the businesses. But they made their own life, and they can. I mean, that might not be happiness for everyone, and that's fine. But why isn't it happiness for everyone? Why isn't it the simple life happiness for everyone? Why not working for what you like, tending a garden, or taking care of your produce, or making your clothing, or hand making a gift for someone? Why isn't that good anymore? Think about that. Why are those things not great anymore? I truly believe it's because we have, as a society, have created the fact that it's not good anymore. A handmade gift, oh my gosh, you guys, the time and effort someone puts into making that handmade gift. They go to the store and they might buy you something that you might never ever use again. And the same with the handmade gift. Maybe you don't really have a use for the handmade gift, but the fact that somebody took their time and made that for you, I mean, that screams volumes. And respect and what they feel about you. If they can take that much time out of their life to give it to you, we should appreciate those things. I mean, a friend of mine made me a throw blanket. She knitted me a throw blanket, and I absolutely love it. There's a lot of people out there now that are just like the little quilts and throws and the knitted things that are just like, because they're into the modern. And she barely charged me a cent. She charged me for the materials, and I can't even believe it because the time, it's her hobby, and God love her, but that's it. That's all she wanted. And I appreciate that because I love that blanket and it matches my house, and I snuggle with it a lot because it's perfect for this time of year. It's not too hot, it's not cold, but yeah, it's just the time and effort she put into that, and it made her happy. Not because maybe because she was making it for me, but because it was her hobby, and she was creating from her hobby. And I appreciate that way more than, don't get me wrong, I love gifts, but way more than just something. There's just something. I posted a little while ago my birthday. I had something given to me, and there's a story behind that. And but it's the same thing. It was a secondhand item, but it meant the world to me. And it means the world to me because the person that gave it to me remembered how much I loved it. And the person that it came from has played a significant role in my life over the last year. So, I'm sorry, I get a little emotional. But yeah, it's those things that matter. And I just want everyone to realize that life is short and it is the little things that count. And you can't keep putting off your day and your time, 9 to 5 or shift work or whatever, and killing yourself. Because even if you can keep going and you don't think you're tired, you're killing yourself because you're dampering your soul and you're suppressing those good thoughts, and you're not allowing them to be good thoughts anymore. They're just dreams. And the thing is, dreams are great. I'm one for dreaming. I mean, my motto is the dream is a wish your heart makes. It's definitely true. But the thing is, you have to take the dreams and you have to change them into a plan. And you can't just plan forever. Planning's great too, but you have to act on those plans. And the first thing to do is to act on the plan is to get up and do it. Whatever it is, search for it, seek out. Instead of sitting here posting memes and posts and sharing inspirational thoughts and quotes, which is a great thing, but practice what you preach. Do what you're saying, telling other people to do, what you're putting out there. There's a reason why you put it out there. Whether you're doing it or not, there's a reason why you actually put it out there. You believe it, or you want to believe it, or you want to do it, or whatever it might be. So do it. Do it. Don't wait. Don't stop. Don't stop believing in yourself. Just go and do. Sorry, it's a long one. It's always a long one. Bye.